See, these handheld PC Linux devices are not cheap, all right? And getting a BSOD is no joke. People pour their hard-earned money into these devices to enjoy games, but they encounter this kind of issue. In today's video, we're going to solve and explore a very terrifying problem plaguing a lot of both new and old Steam Decks. It's been reported that the last 2 months have seen an immense amount of RMA queries in the Reddit groups of Steam Deck, and there have been many videos floating around this issue, with people sharing very concerning events that have happened with their Steam Deck. It's a gamer's worst nightmare. You're excited to dive into your favorite game on your Steam Deck, but when you power it on, you're met with a terrifying sight: the black screen of death. Your screen remains completely dark, taunting you with the faint glow of the power LED. Suddenly, your gaming plans have been derailed by this ominous technical issue. The black screen of death, often abbreviated as BSOD, is an error condition that occurs when something goes seriously wrong with your device's hardware or software. It can be caused by a variety of factors, from a botched system update to a hardware failure. When it strikes, your Steam Deck becomes completely unresponsive, leaving you unable to do anything but stare helplessly at the dark screen. As scary as it may seem, the black screen of death doesn't have to be a death sentence for your Steam Deck. With some patience and the right troubleshooting steps, you can bring your device back to life. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to fix the BSOD and get back to your gaming. Diagnosing the issue. Before attempting any fixes, it's important to diagnose the exact nature of the problem. Pay close attention to any signs of life from your Steam Deck. Does the power LED light up even faintly? Do you feel any haptic feedback when touching the touchpads? Can you access the BIOS by pressing volume plus and power? If you connect an external monitor, do you get any video output? If you notice any of these signs, it means your Steam Deck is not completely dead and there's hope for revival. If you get no response whatsoever, you may be dealing with a more serious hardware issue that requires professional repair. The battery drain method. One unconventional but surprisingly effective fix for the black screen of death is to simply let your Steam Deck's battery completely drain. Here's how to do it. Press and hold the volume down button, the triple dot button, and the power button simultaneously until the power LED starts blinking and the fans kick on. The screen will remain black during this process. Leave your Steam Deck unplugged and allow the battery to fully drain. This may take a day or longer. Resist the urge to mess with it during this time. Once the power LED stops blinking, indicating a dead battery, plug your Steam Deck into the charger and pray to the gaming gods. If luck is on your side, you should see the boot logo appear and be greeted with the update screen, "Crisis averted." The battery drain method works by resetting your Steam Deck's power state and forcing it to rebuild its power management configuration from scratch. It's a bit of tech voodoo, but it does the trick more often than you'd expect. Accessing the BIOS. If the battery drain method doesn't work, or if you're able to get an external display working, you can try accessing the BIOS to update it. Here's what to do. With your Steam Deck plugged into an external monitor, power it on, and press the volume plus and power buttons to enter the BIOS. Navigate to the Setup utility and check your current BIOS version. If it's lower than F7A0121, you'll need to update it. To get the BIOS update, you'll need to switch your Steam Deck to the main OS update channel. Enable developer mode in the settings, then go to System Software Updates and select Main from the OS Update channel dropdown. Let the update download and install, then restart your system. This process can take up to 15 minutes and your screen may remain black the whole time. Be patient and avoid interrupting it. Once your Steam Deck reboots, check in the BIOS that the version is now F7A0121 or higher. You can now try disconnecting the external display to see if the built-in screen works. Updating your BIOS in this way can resolve black screen issues caused by outdated or corrupted firmware. It's an essential troubleshooting step if you have access to an external display. The recovery image method. If all else fails, your last resort is to re-image your Steam Deck using a USB recovery drive. This will wipe your device and restore it to factory settings, so make sure you have your game data backed up first. Here's the process. On a separate PC, download the recovery image from the official Steam website and use Rufus or Etcher to flash it onto a USB drive. Plug the USB drive into your powered-off Steam Deck, then press and hold volume down and power to enter the boot menu. Select the USB drive as the boot device. Your Steam Deck will boot from the recovery image and walk you through the re-imaging process. Once the process is complete, your Steam Deck will reboot and should now be free of the black screen of death. You'll need to reinstall your games and restore your data from backup. Re-imaging should be used as a last resort, as it will erase everything on your device. But if nothing else works, it's a surefire way to eliminate software-related causes of the black screen of death. Conclusion: dealing with the black screen of death on your Steam Deck can be a frustrating and scary experience. But with some troubleshooting skills and a bit of patience, it's an issue that can usually be resolved. Whether it's draining the battery, updating the BIOS, or re-imaging the device, there's almost always a way to revive a dead deck. Of course, if you've tried everything and your screen remains stubbornly black, it may be time to contact Steam support or consider professional repair services. Some hardware issues, like a damaged display or motherboard, are beyond the scope of DIY fixes, but in most cases, you can banish the black screen of death and get back to gaming glory with some savvy troubleshooting. Don't let a dark display darken your day. Fight back against the BSOD and reclaim your rightful place in the Steam Deck gaming throne.